Hello. So today we're going to be working on a 2005 Mustang GT. It's having a lot of trouble, running and driving. It'll start, but then it will quickly die off. And today we're going to go over the procedures on how to check what's wrong. So first things first, we're going to go, since this is an electrical system, is to make sure that our battery actually has power. So what I've done is I've gone and disconnected our negative terminal over here because I don't want to get zapped. And now we're going to go and make sure that we have enough or a sufficient amount of power running into it. So we're going to just set this right there. And then we're going to take our negative right here, our negative terminal prong. Make sure that you're set for 20 DC volts. And you're going to touch it to here. You should see that you're getting roughly 12, and we are. So that means our battery has plenty of charge. Now then, what we need to do now is make sure that power doesn't get to there, because while we're messing with some electrical systems, we do not want to get zapped. Now, customer state. So, let's continue. Next step. By the way, if you do believe that you are having issues just getting fuel from the fuel pump or fuel tank to the front of the vehicle, what you do is you go underneath the vehicle, and these are your fuel lines right here. Notice how it says fuel kind of like bent right there. In order to get to that, you need to take off this plastic cover right here with those bolts, or nuts I mean, and then those weird plastic screw things that you just pull off. From there you can get to it, and then you install the new fuel pump. Again, there's a new fuel pump on, not fuel pump, fuel filter, sorry. So our next step is to make sure that we can actually check the fuel pump itself. So on an 05 Mustang GT, you need to take out or actually on all 5 to 09s, you need to pick out the 2 tabs in the rear seats in order to lift out the rear seat. From there, take out the left side or DL side, whatever, in order to get to here. And we can disconnect this, and then we can stick our pins inside of here to find ground and power, and follow the owner's manual and a service manual in order to check things. Alright. Our car manual's right there. So let's give that a brief review. This is something I should also note beforehand. The only way to see if there's any power right there or throughout the entire thing or continuity is to make sure that you have a complete circuit. And that circuit, the fuel sending circuit, is not complete until the key is in the run position. So we're out, accessory, run position. Notice how we don't hear the fuel pump whizzing right now? It's because we're still disconnected. As you can see, we're getting roughly 12 volts. My hand is shaking, so it won't get like a steady reading. But we are in a couple different holes right now. I'll just disconnect these. So our ground is our bottom left right here, and our power is the, wait, no, this is upside down for me. Alright, so for you, it's your bottom right, and it's your top left. You stick your ground prong here, because that's your ground, and your power's up here. Alright? So we know we're getting power to the fuel pump. Now before I go through the trouble of pulling out the actual fuel pump, fuel filter, and everything else, let's check our relay. Alright, and after checking our owner manual, along with a few forums, we can easily deduct that our pin number 21, our relay number 21, is our fuel sending relay. Now then, that relay is right here. And notice how if I touch it, it's ticking. That's because this relay is not all the way in. Hence why at some moments we'll have fuel, but whenever we hit a bump, this will get disconnected. This probably happened because customer went and replaced this relay in an attempt to fix it and did not fully seat it inside of the fuse box. So simply reinsert this fuse. For the sake of example, we're going to leave that fuel relay out right now. Also, our little connector pin has come out, so we're gonna go and fish that out. I will show you where mine has ended up. Mine is that little red tab back there, so I'm gonna get that and we'll start the car. Alright, so as we can see, we have this already all nicely reconnected. Make sure that tab is pushed all the way forward so that it locks into place. Up all of our tools. Now then, this vehicle is a manual, so we do have to briefly be inside of this vehicle. Start it. So, put the car in neutral, make sure the brakes are all the way up, and start it. You hold. Does not start without. Alright, fine. Totally normal. So. Again. Runs and drives sometimes it stops. This fuse is not all the way in. Notice how it's clicking. Now that it's in, clutch to the floor and start it. As you can see, we've been idling for about maybe 5 minutes and the vehicle is still running just fine. We have no ticking, pinging. Our fuses are all the way in. All we need to do now is tighten down our negative terminal, put our rear seat back in, and the vehicle will be good to go again. Thank you for watching, and this is how to check your fuel sending system and your fuel injector, relay, to make sure your vehicle is still running. Thank you.